And just who was this man who set in motion these extraordinary events? Marsh was a man proud of his New England heritage. He was born in Danvers, once called New Salem, the site of the infamous 17th century witch trials. Here on the family farm, Marsh grew to manhood. There he learned to trap and hunt and dreamed of the mysterious wilderness beyond the mountains. As a boy, John once told his mother that someday I will live on the other side of the Rockies. His peaceful New England woods unknowingly became a training ground for a life on the frontier. To truly understand Marsh, you have to understand a strong-willed New Englander, descended from generations of Puritan ministers. During his early life, Marsh suffered from frequent and terrible headaches. He also suffered from a fiery temper, and he never backed down if he felt he was in the right. Marsh hated the drudgery of farm life. He hoped to escape by studying for the ministry. Marsh immersed himself in the classics, learning Latin and Greek. He studied at several famous boarding schools and developed a love of literature that he never lost, even when living in the wildest regions of the far West. In 1819, it was finally time to leave for Harvard and begin a new life as a freshman in the class of 1823. But in his sophomore year, angered by a perceived injustice, John became a leader in a student rebellion. Expelled from Harvard for dropping cannonballs off the university building, John returned home in disgrace. Reinstated by Harvard President Kirkland in 1821, Marsh now threw himself into preparing for a career in medicine. In preparation for medical school, Marsh began taking anatomy courses, and he did some medical work with Dr. Dixwell in Boston. Upon graduation, Dr. Kirkland offered John the opportunity to teach at Fort St. Anthony, later named Fort Snelling, 1,000 miles from Boston and surrounded by the wilderness of the Northwest Territories. Marsh told his worried mother that in 2 years he would have saved enough money to return to Harvard and enter medical school. The pay was good, and for young Marsh the prospect of adventure exciting. Beyond the Appalachians lay freedom from family and New England mores. There were also opportunities for the daring to acquire vast wealth in furs and land.